Hey guys, welcome to the Wrenched Out Garage. I'm Anthony and today we're going to install and show you guys the new Camaro ZL1 LE third brake light. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so we ordered the third brake light to kind of finish the blacked out back end on the Camaro. So if you guys saw it already, we put the GM Performance blacked out taillights, and now we're gonna go ahead and put in this guy right here, which is the General Motors or Chevy third brake light. So I got this brand new from that GM's parts guy. I'll put the link to it below. I did purchase it. There's no agreement between us and them, but it's kind of a hot thing going around right now. So let's take a look at this. I'm gonna pull the Camaro in and we're gonna swap these two bad boys out. So let's get started. All right guys, so we got the Camaro pulled in and this is the light we're gonna be replacing, the third brake light. So there's the stock one. It's obviously the red, just like the taillights, in which what you get with the car, and we're again switching over to this. So that's kind of the comparison. It's got the, instead of this like dark red with the lighter red light up, it's got the black with the kind of clear-ish light up on the inside. So obviously the first thing you're going to want to do, get your car wherever you're going to want to work on it. And I'm going to put the light in there for now. I already started popping some of these. I would highly suggest, if you're going to work on your car, to get one of these little trim poppers. They're really cheap. I'll put a link to this and this other kit I have below. This is a trim popper as well. So a lot of options. I would highly suggest, if you're going to do anything to your vehicle that requires you to remove pins or any of that stuff, get some of these. It's cheap and it's also better than destroying the clips or the panels as you go through it. So obviously on the Camaro we have this back cover plate right here. So I'm going to continue popping them off. There's 7 push pins. We're going to pop those off and then we'll get down to the light itself. The light is retained by these little pins right here. So they kind of squish in and out, and that's how they clip in. So more than likely what'll end up happening is, once we remove this, I'll have to unscrew these bad boys. And then we'll be able to pull it out of the compartment it is sitting in. So let's keep going here and remove the rest of the pins. So right here is your pull release, just in case you trap someone in your trunk. And obviously, if you just kind of pop it forward, it goes. There is the cord right here. So let's move the camera a little bit. So right here, your cord actually goes in, and if you can see that, you just untuck it, and then it is good to go. So let's keep working here. So now it's pretty loose. We do have these pieces and the trim's cut around it, and then we have the latch cover, in which I'm not sure how this is hooked in. Oh, just pops in. So there's the latch cover itself. It has 2 little clips. Just be gentle when you pull this stuff off, because nothing's worse than doing a job and then you start breaking stuff. So there it is right there. As you can see, they didn't spray the car 100% on this bad boy. All right, so let me kind of look up in there and see. Let me grab the camera here real quick. Let's see if I can show you guys what I'm looking at here. So obviously, here is the under part of it, and that's what you're looking at right there. Hopefully it's not kind of muddy looking there. If I can get it to zoom. All right, so that's the compartment, and what'll end up happening is, let me put the camera back. We'll have to go in there with the Torx key and untorques these guys so I can pull out that light. But first, let me unplug the. Let's see if I can reach in. All right, so that's completely done. All 4 of them are unhooked. Let's pull it out. Gonna pop it forward. It does have a seal on it, so we may have to go in with the trim, the little trim tool. But if you kind of lean it forward, kind of gently lean it forward, pull it back, I think that pretty much got it out, yeah. And that's without scratching it with anything. Just kind of be gentle with it. So there it is, right there. So take a look at that bad boy. There's the pin on the back. It's got the clip. So let's see how it unclips. Pull it, and there it is. So let's take a look at it. So obviously I removed the pins on this guy. Oops. But that's how they look side by side, right there. So obviously a little bit of a difference. This one's upside down. There you go. So one thing, let's take a look at it. Because it does use the 3M backing, some of that backing goo, you'll see that I have some kind of pulled in there. So what we'll do is remove this. All right, so for the most part, this bad boy is pretty darn good. So now, I'm gonna grab an alcohol wipe and wipe it down just so the surface area is completely clean from the remover I just used and everything else, so I know that the surface is completely cleaned out, free of anything, any kind of contaminants, and it's good to go. So this does again have these clips in it, so in theory what I should have to do, there's the 3M, or not the 3M, the taping. So what I'm gonna do is pull the cord through. Let me find the cord here. Plug it in. Plugs in obviously the same way that it unplugged. Trying to make sure everything lines up nicely. Let me take this up sticker off. I'm also going to remove this, just because obviously you want to press in the new stuff here. So now it's all in line, like you can see right there. It's all cleaned. The 3M taping is ready to go, and it should, yep, push right in just like that, and she is nice and tight, and that's what it looks like. So here's the old one, and you can even barely see the new one with the lighting. So that's the third brake light. Let's put all this stuff back up and take a look at what we've got. Any kind of push pins or trim panels, if you get in too much of a rush for whatever reason, the likelihood of damaging is definitely high. high with that. So everything's secured back in. She's nice and tight. So let's take a look at what it looks like now. All right, guys, so as you can see, the brake lid on this bad boy was pretty simple to install. It takes a little bit of time. This is the product I used. I highly recommend this. I'll put a link to this and some of the tools I used below. But thank you guys for checking out the Wrenched Out Garage. This is a playlist on the Wrenched Out Experiment channel. So if you guys aren't subscribed and you want to keep up on the Camaro or the V-Rod or the vlog or any of the other stuff we're doing, make sure at the end of this video, hit the subscribe button or smash down on the subscribe button below. We're also on Instagram and Facebook, so stop by and see us there as well. Thanks for tuning in. We got a lot of great things coming for the 2017 Camaro SS, so stay tuned. And thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.